Hi, I'm Alyonna Angelica, bringing you messages from light. In this video, we're going to be looking at your personal energy number as well as Earth's energy number according to your life path number. Okay, now when I talk about the life path number, especially on a personal level, I'm not talking about your corporal or your virtual number. I'm talking about your energy according to the number that you are in this year. Okay, so let's go into how we calculate these numbers. Okay, so let's look at 2021. Okay, so this year, so we have 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, and this equals to 5. Okay, so this year we are life path 5. Okay, so next year we have 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2. And the year after we have that. Okay, so this year 2021 we are life path 5, 2022 life path 6, 2023 life path 7. Okay, now to calculate your personal number, okay, so this is not your virtual or your corporal number. Okay, this is your energetic number based on the year that you are in. Okay, so say for example your birthday is 1st Jan. Okay, so we don't count the year that you were born in. All right, we just take the date and the month. Okay, and you add that with the number of the year that we are in. Okay, so this year is 5. Okay, so we have 1 plus January 1 plus this year 5, 2021. Okay, so that totals to 5, 6, 7. So this year you are on life path number 7. Okay, so we have here, if you're born on the 10th of May, so we have 10 plus 5 plus 5, which equals to 20. Okay, 20 equals to 2. Okay, because 2 plus 0 equals to 2. So you are on life path number 2 this year. Okay, now you can also of course calculate it this way. So if it's 10, it's 1 plus 0. Okay, plus 5 equals to 11. 11 is 1 plus 1, and that equals to 2. Okay, so whatever your date of birth is, okay, 22nd of March, okay, you're gonna add 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus the year that we are in. Okay, so this year 5, so it's 5. If next year we are in 6, so you will add 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6. Okay, so every year you're gonna add the number that we are in instead of the previous year's number. So all you need to do is you add your date, your month, and the year, and that's how you get your personal number for the year. Okay, so let's look at this year's number. Okay, so 2021, 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5. Okay, so we are in a number 5 year. Now 5 is a very busy number. Okay, it is about constant movement, constant change. Okay, so this year is all about that. It's all about constant movement, constant change, and a constant divide. Okay, so what you will find this year is that you will find things moving smoothly, and then bam, you'll come to a crossroad because it's going to open. And the way I see it, the way I've been shown, it's like roots under the tree, or like the veins in your body. It's like open, right? So every time you move, it opens. Every time you go, it opens. It's just like the tree roots, right? It just keeps opening and going wider, right? So there's choices, and every time you think you have made, things are moving smoothly, you will come to this crossroads again where you have to make choices, split. Okay, which also explains why you will see a lot of split within the collective. Okay, there's gonna be there's always gonna be like a divide, right? They'll be like, oh, I'm in this side, oh, I am team this, I am team that. There's gonna be people who are against things. It's all about like a division, on and where people would actually make choices
to see who they are, okay? Because life part 5 is an initiation year, and it is not a spiritual initiation, it's a life initiation, okay? A life initiation is going from one state of your life to a higher state, okay? It's growing up, okay? So being in a number 5 year, you are also going to be asked to grow up and choose who you are, you know? So it's kind of like pick a side kind of thing, okay? So you're going to see a lot of divides, even within the spiritual community. You're going to see, you know, those who are you know, there'll be a divide between those who are still living in the 3D consciousness and those who are shifting to the 5D consciousness. So there's going to be a divide there, okay? So things are not going to be moving very smoothly this year, okay? So you can expect to always have blocks, but these blocks are always going to give you opportunities to change and grow up and make better choices for yourself. So if you've been doing the same thing that you've been doing every time, and every time you reach a certain crossroad you react the same way, you've been doing the same things, then this is where now you need to change the way that you do things. So you'll be given opportunities to, you know, make new decisions, okay? Make more conscious decisions, all right? And so you're just gonna eventually you're gonna get used to doing this, you know. It's like, yes, things are finally happening, or things are moving, and then bam, block again. Let's find a new way of doing things, okay? Let's find a new way of doing. It's like you constantly need to come up with new ideas to overcome the obstacles that you're being faced with, okay? So this year, May, we have a number 5 month, all right? So 5 in a 5 year is going to be a very important month for a lot of people. And to top it off, we have got our first eclipse of the year happening in May. So eclipses are always, you know, abrupt changes, okay? You know, endings, new beginnings. So we can expect a lot of things to happen around this time, okay? But the second half of this year will be better. Okay, so you can expect huge changes to happen in May. We're going to see a lot of things, you know, really, we're going to see a divide in within the community, and then things are going to get a bit more aggressive in June, and will begin to settle after we have the Lionsgate portal in August. Okay, after August, things will begin to, you know, calm down a little bit, and, you know, that whole divide thing will be a little bit less. The whole movement changes, in out. There's going to be a lot of changes happening for everyone this year, okay? A lot of you may find yourself doing one thing and then jumping to another and then trying another thing, because it's just, that's just the energy that's coming in, okay? So we can expect this to kind of tone down a little bit until the end of the year, okay? And then we go into next year, which is 2022, which is number 6. 6 is a beautiful number to be in, okay? It's blessings after blessings, but the blessings that are coming in is not, it's not so much as your karmic blessings or rewards. It is more of the blessings that is going to prepare you for what is going to come the year after, okay? So we'll jump into that later, okay? So let's talk about 6 first. So next year, 6, you're going to receive a lot of things, a lot of opportunities, a lot of blessings, a lot of doors will open for you, okay? Basically, you're going to receive a lot of gifts that's going to prepare you for the year after, okay? Because the year after, 2023, equals to number 7, okay? So that's the life part 7 for Earth, and 7 is where the dark night of the soul, we go into the tunnel of the dark night of the soul, okay? So 6 is basically preparing you to go into 7, right? So whatever that you do in 6, you know, that is what is going to basically help you, right, as we go through the shifts in 7, okay? Now, there's a lot of things that can happen in 7, you know. There's going to be because 7 is an initiation year, but it is a spiritual initiation, okay? So spiritual initiations are something that needs to break, where we need to go deep inside, okay? So if we are experiencing, you know, a change in 5, whatever that we're experiencing in 5, eventually we need to break, because we can't live as a divide, you know, society. We have to be together. We are all one, okay? So the whole goal of 7 is to break any structures, is to create this moments where eventually we all come back to being one again, okay? Now, I did receive a premonition, or I'm not sure what you want to call it, a vision premonition of something that may come up, and I do believe that this is something that will happen in life part 7. Okay, if it's not this year, it will be in the next 7 years, you know, when the next life part 7 comes back again. So basically it kind of linked back to the whole the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. Okay, so but what I saw it is that the way I see things is like we are in an illusion. This is a program that we are in. Okay, so when it comes to a point where we are all ready to be one, we are ready to basically shift and live in a 5D world. Okay, because right now what's happening is, yes, a lot of us are awakening, a lot of us are shifting, and a lot of us are living with a 3D consciousness, but we are still in a 3D world. Did I say 3D consciousness? I'm sorry. A lot of us have a 5D consciousness, but we are living in a 3D world. Okay, so eventually when everyone shifts into that whole 5D consciousness is where Earth can finally shift up as well. Okay, and because we are in an illusion, this is a matrix, right? It's like a program. So whoever that has created this program now needs to shut it off to reinstall. I'm just going to explain it in the way that I see things. Okay, so I see this as a program. I see things as downloads, computers, programs, metrics, illusions. That's how I'm shown things, and that's the only way I can explain it. Okay, so just think of this as a video game. We are all in here, right? And there's a programmer out there who is doing things. So now when we are ready to shift into the 5D Earth, right, there's going to be the reprogramming that needs to happen. So during that time is where we will all be in a void. Okay, it's just complete, nothing exists because we are in a program that doesn't exist. We are just in a space of nothingness. Okay, and then they will have to do their programming. So it might take, you know, it might be 3 days, and that's where we experience the 3 days and nights of darkness. And it is at that time where the earth angels will awaken to their true physical and soul form, and that is where they will step up to protect us from anything that may come in at that time, because, you know, during the darkness we are in a very vulnerable state, so we can have a lot of other things coming in within our universe, and that is the time where as Earth is being reprogrammed, the earth angels will, you know, you will come into your actual form. Okay, so that is like the main purpose of you coming in over and over again. All right, or, you know, even if it's not the main purpose of you coming in, you know, it is one of the things that you have been briefed on, that, you know, if it happens during your lifetime, you know, during your stay in this cycle of reincarnation, you will step into your actual role. You know, if not, you will do the other work that you came here to do. Okay, so that is about the whole 3 days and nights of darkness. I don't know when that's going to happen. That's just something that was shown some time ago, and you know, I have been thinking a lot about it, and I thought, okay, I'll just share it in this video today. You know, it may resonate with you, it may not, and that's okay. You know, always trust what comes to you and what feels right to you. Okay, so anyway, so 7, there's going to be, you know, a collapse of a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of darkness, there's going to be a lot of fights, and whatever that is happening in 7 is happening for the highest good of everyone. Okay, and yes, because, you know, spiritual initiation sucks because it's painful. It's about going in, you know. 5 initiations is a life initiation. It's like, you know, I will explain this to those who are on life part 5 this year. So it's like, say a woman, when she becomes a mother for the first time, you know, maiden to mother, the womb is activated. She can't go back to being a girl again, because, you know, once it's activated, you are activated, right? She's a goddess now. Okay, so it's that growing up phase, you know, or when you're an adult and you lose your parents. Okay, and then you realize that now you have to step up and do certain things because, you know, that people you used to rely on are not there anymore. So it's kind of like a growing up phase. Okay, that's 5. So while it can be beautiful for some, for example, having a child, if you wanted a child, it's beautiful. For some, you know, losing a parent, losing a family member that forces you to step up, it's painful, but it is part of life, right? But an spiritual initiation, which comes in 7, it is painful because it needs to break you to force you to go inside. It's a very lonely initiation. It's not, there's no celebration, there won't be much support, because as long as you're having support from outside, you're not going to go in, and you're not going to be the true full potential and, you know, awaken to the most divine parts of you, okay, to your divine gifts, to your divine self. All right, so that is all I'm going to speak about for now, about the dark night of the soul. And, you know, just know that it's nothing to be afraid of. Whatever that happens, you know, in 2 years from now, you will know what to do at that time, how to navigate through things, because you will be given the gifts next year. So next year is going to be a beautiful year, and everyone's going to be saying, yeah, you know, finally, you know, all that crap is over. Yes, we will always have ups and downs, right? It's not going to be amazing throughout. There will be things that will happen, but you know, it's not going to be as dark as what you expect to see in 7. Okay, so another thing that you want to look at is also look into what happened in 2014, because 2014 was a number 7 year as well. So maybe look back into what were the main themes at that time in your life, and also what were the main themes in the world. You know, what are the things that really shook up the world and brought people together. Okay, so the only thing that's at the back of my mind right now is the Malaysian Airlines flight disappearing. You know, that was quite a big deal. There was a lot of things inside things that happened. There was a lot of things you know, that came up due to this that happened, and it's like almost the whole world got together. You know, there was all these conspiracy theories and things like that. All that happened in that year. Okay, so let's now jump into your personal reading, life part 1. Now you are at the beginning of the cycle. Okay, you've been through it all. You've been through the dark night, you've been through the, you know, reawakening, you've been through everything, and now you are here at the start again. Okay, so if you did not do the work last year, okay, then there's a chance where you may have to eventually repeat the same cycle that happened to you the last 9 years. So this is an opportunity for you to really change the next 9 years of your life. Okay, so it's important to plant the seeds this year, make the changes that you want. There will be a lot of new beginnings, a lot of opportunities coming in for you. You know, being 1 in a number 5 year, there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of energies that comes in that makes you want to do different things. Okay, so it's a great time to plant many seeds. So instead of planting one and focusing, you will feel the need to plant many seeds, and then, you know, nurture the ones that you can, and see what grows from there. Okay, because whatever that you plant this year, it's going to grow. So focus. It's going to be a little bit difficult because you are in a number 5 year, and like I explained, there is always going to be that block, right? And now you gotta overcome whatever obstacle that's blocking you, you know, in a new direction. So coming up with new plans every time, right? So if you're starting something new, there might be blocks along the way, but you know, you will have everything that you need to overcome this. All right, so don't give up, just keep going, do whatever you need to do. So I'm just going to pull a few cards very quickly for you, life part 1, and see what the focus may be for you, for those who are watching, those who are in life part 1. And we'll also look into what month is going to be important for you this year. Okay, so this year is all about you, you know, tapping into the energy of love to manifest what you want, trusting in your ability to manifest anything that you want. Okay, so if you feel like things are not happening your way, you know, things are taking longer than you want to manifest, or you're starting to lose trust, you know, go back and read The Secret, right? The book, the second book that talks about love. Okay, because that is something that is going to help you manifest whatever that you want. Okay, so love, trust, manifestations, these are all very important themes for you this year. Also, you know, loving yourself, being in the energy of constant love. All right, and that energy will help you attract anything that you want and anything that you want to manifest for the next 9 years of your life. Okay, December will be an important month for you, so you know, work towards whatever that you want, and know that the energy will settle. So whatever that you're planting will grow, and you will be in a very comfortable place November and December. Okay, so it's important for you to do, to take a chance, right? Take the leap of faith, take a chance, and even try doing something risky. Those are all the messages that are coming in. Okay, you gotta trust, but if you do something risky without trust, then nothing's gonna happen, obviously. So trust, and stay in the energy of love. Feel love for everything that you're trying to manifest. Okay, imagine yourself already having it, and it will come to you. Okay, so now let's look at life path number 2. Life path number 2. So for you, it's all about duality. Okay, so it's about this year you will find yourself, having different partners. You may find yourself getting in and out of relationships, or breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. That's kind of like the theme of this month for those who are in life path 2. And because you are 2 in a number 5 year, you will find that you're having, you may have many partners, many changes, you have many people going in and out of your life. That's basically kind of like the energy that you will experience. So whatever that you do, always think about, I'm hearing an advice here that whatever that you would do this year, any decisions that you want to make, ensure that you think about the other person as well, and think of the highest good of everyone involved. Okay, so let's see what we need to see. So here, there'll be a lot of new beginnings for you, that will bring in a lot of happiness. That's definitely something that I'm seeing for you, life path 2, because you will have a lot of people that will come in to lift you up. I'm seeing a lot of your soul tribes coming in, your soul groups coming in. Even if you're not attached to someone, or you're not, if you are doing a business by yourself, you're not in a partnership with anyone, you will have your light team coming in, and they will be your partners. The angels will be your partners. So you're being asked to work with others this year. Okay, this is not the year for you to go solo. Yes, so you see this just popped up. They're saying that you will be taken care of in difficult times. So when you have people leaving, endings, new beginnings, people leaving your life, new people coming in, that you will always have your guides with you. There's a lot of in and outs of your life, and I'm also seeing that an older male will play an important part in your life. Okay, an older male. So you may have, like, if it's not in spirit, it could be a grandfather who will come in and assist you through this time, bringing you happiness. Or it could be a new relationship with a man, or a new partnership with a man. But it does involve another a male energy, and this will bring in new changes for you. It's like whatever you planted last year, it's going to start growing this year, and you're going to have people coming in to it's like you cooked the food last year, and you're inviting everyone in to enjoy the food with you this year. Okay, so there's a lot of happiness. It's a wonderful time for you. Let's look at what month will be important for you. Group 2, sorry, those who are in life part 2. So February next year will be an important time for you. And also I'm hearing that you did go through a lot of changes February this year. Okay, that is all that I have for you, life part 2. So let's look at those who are in life part 3. Okay, so life part 3, okay, the Trinity, it's mind, body, spirit. Okay, so what I see for you, life part 3, you all are, you are in a very important year. Okay, because you are in a path where you are tapping and tuning into parts of you across all dimensions, okay, across all realities. Say you came into the universe, you started off here 3D, you evolved, and say you are now in a galactic dimension, in the ninth dimension, or maybe you are in the angelic dimension. Okay, so you are an angelic soul who has come back down to earth for whatever work. Okay, so now over here you will start to embrace all parts of you. You will start to embrace your complete self. you know, your energy, your gifts, your talents across all timelines, your energy across all realities, your higher self across all dimensions, as well as your God soul beyond the matrix of our universe. Okay, it's like the complete embodiment of your true soul's self. Okay, that's the only way that I can explain it. All right, so you are, you know, you are complete, and when you do things, you know, this year, it's all about you know, doing things from a very high conscious level. Okay, doing things from a higher energy level as well. So a lot of you are the ones who would be it's like, if you're, when we go through something difficult in the world, you know, you are the ones who will awaken first to step up and help. Okay, those who are experiencing life part number 3, this you know, in that year, you're the ones who will step up to really help. So if you're going through a difficult time, you know, a divide and things like that this year, you are the ones who are feeling this pull, this call to step up and do something about it. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, with our cards, what is going to be the focus for you, those who are in life part number 3. There you go. You know, it's about you being in your complete power. Okay, so you are not going to be just channeling. A lot of us channel our galactic self, we channel our angelic self, you know, and of course we always try to connect to our higher self, but you are like a walking embodiment of all 3. Okay, so your energy is big this year, you know, so have compassion for yourself, and I see that you have this huge compassion for the world, to make this change for the world, because you are seeing the world through 3 different perspectives at the same time. Okay, let's look at what month will be important for you. So July is going to be an important month. You may feel called to step up during that time. You may look into, you know, expanding your career, doing or trying something new, or adding things to your work where you can bring in, where you can actually do what your soul is, you know, asking you to do. Okay, where you may step into like a higher purpose. All right, October will also be an important month for you. You're going to see changes within your career at that time, so what you start now will bloom in October. Okay, there you go. So use your talents across all lifetimes, all dimensions, your true God self. All right, all that's coming in, so embrace that. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, you know, embrace that power. You may also find a lot of people kind of feeling very you know, like they might feel like you're not in the same vibration with a lot of people. A lot of people will feel very threatened by you as well, because your energy is that strong, that powerful this year. Okay, those who are on life part number 4, so 4 is a very stable number. Okay, it's about, you know, building the foundation, setting the foundation, you know. So a lot of you this year, being in the number 5 year, a lot of you may look into moving houses, building a new home, changing careers, you know, setting a new foundation for yourself. So, and the foundation that you set, you may set one and then you would feel like you change your mind and you want to create something else, you know. So there's going to be a couple of different foundations that you're going to set for yourself this year, because you're preparing yourself for what is coming next year. Okay, so don't be afraid of change. Just allow, you know, it doesn't matter if you've invested a lot of time to create one foundation and all of a sudden you feel pulled to do something else, go do something else. Or if you want to change the foundation, change it. Okay, because this is something that you really need next for you next year. Okay, now let's look at what the cards say about your energy. What else do you need to know? Those who are on life path number 4. Okay, so this year, you know, it's like you may not have full clarity of what you're doing, but you have the strength to do it. Okay, so for example, if you start something, you create a foundation of something, you know, just imagine that you create the foundation in this place to build a house, and all of a sudden, you know, you realize that there's something else that's coming in, so you can't create this foundation, or you need to spend a little bit more to create something else, or you need to now create it in a new place. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of that energy going around for you, but you know, as long as you just, you know, tap into the beauty of life, and just know that it's okay to create many different foundations, because you know, it's, as long as you are seeing the beauty of everything around you, things will go really well for you. You will be in a very good place. Let me just shuffle the cards to see what month are important months for you, for those who are in life part 4. I'm also seeing that you need to really work on your your health, your habits and things like that. You know, beautifying yourself from the inside, that is something that's coming up very strongly for you, because next year you're going to go through the life initiation, which means that you need to be really strong, you need to be healthy, because you're going from one state of your life to another. Okay, so ensure that you are looking after yourself this year, set the foundation for what you want next year. So maybe if you're looking to you know, work on your body, you know, getting healthier, fitter, stronger, or you're looking to do something, for someone here, I'm hearing now, this is getting a bit personal. This was meant to be a general reading, so it's going to be short and sweet, but it's like all these things are coming in right now. So for someone, it's like they're saying, oh, you're looking to get married next year, because next year you're going to be in life part 5, which is that change in your life, right? So you're going from, you know, being single to being married, so that is a life, it's a growing up number, so it's like a life initiation, a change. So you may want to start, you know, planning that, you know, maybe looking after yourself, looking after your skin, so that, you know, you feel good on your big day. So for some, if you're looking to have a baby next year, then you want to start getting healthy, eating healthy, to ensure that your body is strong enough to carry a child next year. So whatever it is that you're planning, it's like you set the foundation this year, and it's a lot to do with the foundation and the energy of your body as well, okay, and the beauty of the world around you. So whatever that you're doing, ensure that it's beautiful. Okay, so if you're creating something, it has to be a creation of beauty. That's just the energy that's coming in. So if you're creating a foundation and you're not happy with it, it doesn't look beautiful to you, then create a new foundation. Okay, that is what's coming in for you. So I'm just going to pick a month here to see the energy that will be important. Sorry, the month that will be important for you. So January was an important month for you, and May will be an important month for you as well. So, you know, whatever that you're looking at doing, January next year is going to be a big month. There's going to be a big change for you next year, January, and May is the one that's going to kind of bring in a little bit more clarity as to what you want to do, or you know, the direction that you are going to flow in. Okay, and you kind of don't really have a choice here. It's like whatever foundation you make, if it needs to break, it will break, because I'm seeing a river just going through and you know, and just washing away this land that someone built. So flow. If your foundation breaks, build a new one. Okay, you've got the strength. Okay, you do have the strength to do it. So trust in your powers, trust in your guides, trust in your strength. Okay, so now let's go on to those who are in life part number 5. Life part number 5, you are 5 in a 5-year. That's big. Okay, so now, like I explained in the beginning of this video, life part 5 is all about, you know, life initiation. So when a child reaches you know, puberty, they, you know, reach adulthood, so you can't go back to being who you were before, you know, like I said, you know, maiden to mother, or when you reach a woman reaches menopause, you know, it's like a different phase of your life. It's growing up. Okay, and this year, you know, you're going to experience a lot of different things, a lot of different changes for you, and it might be a little bit difficult because you are in a number 5 year. Okay, so like I said, there's the divide. You know, you might find yourself moving with new tribes, moving to a new place, although there will be many blocks, you know, roadblocks, where you will have this divide, and then you gotta improvise, you know. So you do something, you gotta improvise, you come into a block again. So things may not be moving very smoothly for you, but this is definitely a blessed year. And you know, this year, because it's like the energy that you are in is the energy of, say, when a baby is born, you know, where all the ancestors all come in and everyone celebrates and everyone's so excited for this new baby, this the soul to come in again. It's like a celebration, you know, where all your guides, your spirit, your light team, they all come in. So if you are finding, you know, life difficult at all this year, you know, you are being asked to connect to your guides, connect to your ancestors, connect to your light team, because they are all here for you, supporting you. They're celebrating as you go through this next phase of your life, right? And like I said, it may be something beautiful, it may be something that's painful, but it is a growth, okay? And whenever you experience a new cycle, a new phase in growing up in the human life, all your guides will come in to support you, okay, to either support or celebrate with you. So connect to them, all right? So look after yourself, okay? Look after your well-being. You'll have a lot of inspiration to do something new. I do see activations within you, a lot of new activations. There's a lot of energy within your sacral and solar plexus as well. There's going to be huge transformations for you. You know, obviously this is a transformative year for you, you know, going from one state of your life to another. So it is a transformation year. You know, by next year you will be a whole new person, and it's like you will not even recognize who you were in the past anymore, because that part of your life is now over, okay? So whatever change that comes in, whatever that you know that is being invited into your life, for some, you know, you're probably finishing school, you're graduating, finishing uni, or you might be getting married, you might be doing something, you know, something that's taking you to the next phase of your human life, okay? So welcome that. Look after yourself and connect to your guides, okay? July will be an important month for you, okay? And it will bring in a lot of happiness if you allow yourself to flow with the energy, okay? You'll have a lot of peace as well. All right, if you feel like you have not been peaceful and things have been a little difficult, after July things will be better for you, okay? So now let's look at life part number 6. So life part number 6, you are in a beautiful place, you know, it's all about receiving gifts, a lot of downloads, a lot of beautiful things, a lot of support, right? And being 6 in a number 5 year, it's constant gifts, okay? So it's if in any other year you were to receive gifts, you know, once a month, or you know, twice a month, here you're receiving new things, new ideas, new opportunities every week, okay? And you'll be given one thing and then you'll feel like doing something else, you know? So it's like all these things that are coming up within you, you're being encouraged to just tap into it all, okay? So say in a normal, in any other year, you might receive, say, 10 gifts, okay? And then you might want to try doing, you know, different things, 10 different things that you can do, okay? So the gifts can be in anything. It can be in your work, career, hobby, you know, it's something to do with your talents, all right? Something that you can use. So if there were 10 things that you can do, you know, this year there will be like maybe, you know, 30 different things that you can do. So plant the seeds this year, because end of this year, December, the tunnel to the dark night of the soul is going to open, okay? So next year you're going to go into the dark night of the soul, which is a spiritual awakening for you. So if you do not use the gifts that are given to you this year, okay? So say for example, you are, you know, you suddenly have this new gift to do this new thing, and you decide that, okay, I can actually make this into a career, you know, while working my actual job on, you know, full time, I can do this on the side, okay? And then next year you come into a place where you lose your job, okay, because you're in the dark night of the soul. So while it's difficult, it hurts, and you know, it's horrible, you were forced to leave your job, maybe you were bullied in your job, someone comes in, a new boss comes in and bullies you, or you know, something like that happens. But then if you already have something on the side that made you happy, right? Something that you've been working on doing, right? Then you tap into that, and that will kind of help you move through this dark night and open up parts of you that you never saw before. Okay, it will help you break the shadows, break the ego, and tap into this place. Okay, because 7 is all about breaking the ego. So you're going to be given all these opportunities here. If you don't take it, right, say for example, all of a sudden you feel this need to do a new hobby, to learn a new skill, you feel pulled to do something, you just feel like it's part of you and you got to do it, and you don't do it because you think, oh, I just want to focus on my current work. Now next year, if you lose that job, right, then you are left with nothing. And when you're left with nothing and you're unsure of what is happening, that is where it's painful and it hurts. Okay, so the key is really using whatever that you're being given this year to prepare you for what you're going to experience next year. Okay, and yes, it sounds scary, or breaking the ego and things like that, but if you are in a place where you are not holding on to your ego, you easily let go of things, then you are not going to have a horrible time. The reason Dark Night of the Souls are so hard is because of attachments. We are still attached to a lot of things. We are still attached to our ego, and having that snatched away from us hurts. And the only way we can heal is to go inside, right? To go inside, connect to ourselves, connect to our guides, and heal in that way, and understand why all these things had to happen. Okay, so let's look at what is coming up for you this year. Those who are in life path 6. So prosperity, okay, life purpose. You're going to be shown things that will help you embrace your life purpose. The lot of blessings. There's whatever that you want to do, they will provide the tools, the material things that you need to do what you want to do. Just gotta ask. Okay, there'll be travel involved. There's about you healing your home, healing your past, healing your childhood. All those things are things that will come now. Healing your family life, anything that needs to happen, you want to work on that healing now. If not, things can break next year. Focus on your passion, do what you love. All right, if things need to end, let it end. Okay, if something needs to end, you need to allow things to end and walk away, because if you try to hold on, next year you will be forcefully made to end it, and that's where it's quite painful. Okay, so let's look at what months are important for you and what your focus needs to be on. So I am seeing family, career, there's going to be something to do with your love life as well. All that's coming in. Influence is there. You'll be asked to take a journey, right? And I feel like it's either a physical or a mental journey, that will leave you wiser at the end. So, definitely tap into all these different things, study new things. Okay, July is also going to be an important month for you. And it seems like, May, June, and July is important month for a lot of people this year. So, pay attention to opportunities that are coming in at that time, all right, and what you can do, and pay attention also to who do you think is blocking your gifts and these opportunities. Okay, so if someone is standing in your way of your purpose, of your destiny, have a look and question, the motive and the purpose of these people, and if you need them in your life. All right. Okay, so now let's go into life part 7. Let me have a sip of my drink. Okay, so life part 7. 7, you are in the dark night of the soul this year. Okay, and it's a little bit of a difficult year for you as well, because you are the way that I can explain what you're experiencing this year. Okay, life part 7 is that, say, everyone is living here. Okay, this is where everyone is living in this bit here. Okay, within this timeline. Okay, you are experiencing this exact same timeline, except it's here, so it's lower. Okay, so you're experiencing things in this timeline, so it's the same illusion, the same reality, except it's in a lower dimension. It's like a dark tunnel, and it's like a place where the way I always see the dark night of the soul, the tunnel, is like you walk into this dark tunnel and you are this ray of light, right? And so because you are light, everyone can see you. So the way I see it is like, you know, demons coming up and, you know, trying to attack you. So you have to fight the demons, and the demons are all basically your shadow, your ego. Those are the demons that you're fighting inside this tunnel. So there'll be a lot of things that will happen that will constantly try to break you down, you know, try to break, and eventually it's like you have to break enough where you are able to go in and make the connection, make the understanding, do the work that needs to be done in order for you to come out on the other side. Okay, some people never come out from the other side. They stay in there, they go into depression, and they refuse to do the work, right? And then that cycle continues for another, you know, until it comes back to life path 7 again, another 9 years. Okay, so that's something that you want to really think about, what's happening this year. You know, it is going to be it is a difficult year for you, so try to really be easy on yourself. Do a lot of meditations. This is really the year where you want full support from your guides, you know, constantly working to raise your vibration, doing whatever work that needs to be done. It's like tapping into the energy of the angels, and, you know, every time you want to do something, just ask, what would the angels do? Okay, so let's see what you need to know. Just know that, you know, whatever that's crumbling around you at this time is part of, you know, divine destiny. It's there. It's the contracts that were made. It's the energies that have been that you have signed an agreement to experience, you know, before incarnating, because this is the time for you to really awaken into the most powerful version of yourself. Okay, and, you know, in order for you to tap into this power, you need to be shaken up. You know, if you have this tall building and it's there and it serves your purpose, you don't need to, you know, break it and rebuild it. Okay, so what you want to make sure is that as the building starts to break, you don't want to just put plasters over it. You don't want to just tape it. Okay, that's not a solid, strong building. So once it breaks, let it break. Okay, and the only way for you to rebuild it if that building breaks, if that tower breaks. Okay, so this is the tower moment for you. Let the tower break. Okay, if it hurts, it's painful, go do a lot of healings. You know, get speak to someone, get help. Okay, speak to a therapist. You know, you can get a counseling session, you can book with a counselor, a spiritual counselor if that makes you more comfortable. You know, look into different modalities that you can use to heal the pain. You don't want to shut off your heart this year. A lot of times when people are in life path 7, what they do is they hurt so bad, so they try to block things out by, you know, going into outside substances. So you end up on, you know, drugs, you end up, you know, drinking, you end up partying, you end up shutting everything off, you know, so that you don't feel that pain. Okay, and eventually that just gets pushed deep down into your subconscious, and it stays there and it eats you little by little, and then you'll just have to go through life repeating the same old things again, and next thing you know, you come back to life path 7, right, in that whole cycle. So you go 7, 8, 9, and then you go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to experience, you know, all the pain plus new things coming in. Okay, life path 7 this year, you're also going to be paying off all the karmic debts that you owe. Okay, so anything that you have done to anyone in the past, you will see yourself experiencing that. It's a mirror. What you do to others will come back to you in the end. Okay, there's no way to justify anything. So if you hurt someone because that person hurt you, you know, you are not the karma deliverer. So if you hurt that person, you will pay for it, and a lot of times you will pay when you are in life path 7. Okay, so whatever that comes here, just think of it as just paying off all your debts, right? It's a hard time, I'm going to pay off all my debts, but life from here on, you know, next year on is going to be beautiful. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for you. I am seeing May being a very important month, the eclipse month. So the eclipse, and then we have that square, Saturn Uranus square. I think I've got to check the tension aspect again in the second round of it in June. Okay, so let's see what else you need to hear. Those who are on life path 7. So I am definitely seeing that you need to spend time with animals, and also pay attention to the signs that you're getting, because this year you're getting a lot of communication from the animals. Okay, so they're kind of already giving you hints and tips as to what is going to happen in your life, or what energy you need to embrace. You know, if you're going in the wrong direction, you will see an animal, you know, explaining something, and every time you don't understand what the message is, just Google. Okay, Google spirit animal meaning, and then you'll get the message there. If you keep seeing an animal over and over again, hearing about it or hearing the sounds, you know, pay attention to what the message is from those animals. Also, keeping a pet will really bring a lot of love and prosperity into your life this year. It will help you work through the pain. Okay, it will help you keep your heart open. A lot of times when you experience this tower breaking moment in life part 7, you tend to close your heart. Okay, so you need to, in order to keep your heart open, sometimes having a pet, you know, loving the pet will help. When you care for an animal, you know, there's a lot of blessings that will come from that. Okay, I'm also seeing psychic abilities coming out of this, so really tap into that, you know, the deepest parts of you, and open up to this connection to the other worlds. Okay, because you are in a place where you're able to tap into a lot of different things. It's also important for you to keep your energy high, so do constant clearing, decluttering of your space, smudging your space, changing your clothes, often changing the layout of your house. These are all things that you need to do to constantly change the energy. Okay, because you are 7 in a number 5 year, okay, which is constant movement and constant change. So if you stay in the stagnant energy, right, things, you don't change, you don't switch things up, it can pull you down really low. Okay, and the other thing that I'm seeing is, you know, whatever that you experience, whether it's pain, it's grief, it's anger, use that. Okay, use this darkness to fuel your light. Okay, it's like you're not meant to go into the darkness and sit there. Okay, you're meant to go into the darkness, you're meant to feed it so much of love, feed it so much of light, and transmute that, to transform that into your light. Okay, and I've said this many times, you know, it is in darkness that light shines the brightest. I'm not sure who wrote that quote. Okay, so I can't quote the person, but that's something that I've read, and I've mentioned that many times, you know. So in this dark space, right, think about how you can channel whatever pain that you're experiencing to develop your connection to your higher self, to God. Okay, so a lot of you will develop psychic abilities at this time because of that pull. When you go in, you know, when you go out, you lose that connection. When you go in, you have that connection. Okay, so let's see what you need to know. Anything else? Any other messages? What are the important months for you? January next year will be a good beautiful time. You will start to step into your power. May is going to be a very important month for you. May, you might find a lot of tower moments, breakings, and whatever that has been happening since March is kind of leading you to where you are. You know what's going to happen in May. Also, you know, any gifts, anything, any hobbies that you tapped into last year, think about what they could be, because you're being asked to really channel your energy and your gifts into doing those things. Okay, so preserve and you will overcome all problems. Okay, it's time to get out of a situation, and if you don't, the universe is going to force you to get out of it if it is a toxic situation that you are in. Okay, you are protected from negative forces beyond your control, so trust in your guides, trust in this journey that you're going through. Okay, nothing's gonna harm you. All right, so there is gonna be a new fresh start for you, and you will feel the effects of it after you receive this huge download that's going to come in during the Lionsgate. That is going to be July to August. Okay, so keep healing, you know, do a lot of energy healing, get Reiki healing, go see a counselor, you know, get all the help that you can to really go inside and help you through this dark night. Okay, I know this was one of the longer readings because I truly believe that it's, you know, dark night is a difficult time for a lot of people, so it's important for you to know that, you know, you're not alone, and this is just part of, you know, the contracts that you sign, and it's part of awakening. Okay, and know that once you know that this is happening, you're able to navigate through this darkness much easier. It's when you don't know what is happening, it feels like a personal attack from the universe. People are horrible, the universe is horrible, I'm all alone, no one's helping me, you know. And the other thing that I forgot to mention is you will go into a period of isolation. Okay, because the awakening, the spiritual awakening, needs you to be in your own energy. You can't have other people's energy. Okay, and even if people who want to come in and help you, like I said, you are not living in the same reality as them. You are in a different illusion altogether. Okay, so your energies will not match, the vibrations will not match. You can only match with whatever that is within your vibration here. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, life part 7. Let's jump into life part 8. Okay, life part 8. So you went through the dark night of the soul last year. Okay, so you have experienced the difficulty, and now here you are, you're out of the tunnel. Okay, so the only way I can explain your energy, right, those who are in life part 8, it's like you moved to a new country, right, and now you have got to relearn everything again, right? So first thing is you move to a new country, no one knows you, so you get to recreate who you are. Okay, so who are you really? You know, who do you want to be? You know, what is your identity? You can recreate anything because no one knows you. So this is where you really question yourself, right? Because you went through the dark night to break your ego, to be the most authentic self. So right now here, who are you really? You know, what do you enjoy being? What do you enjoy doing? Okay, and now that you are in a new country, you also got to know where is your favorite places. Where do you like to shop? You know, what's the good places to go to? What are the best restaurants? You know, where do you want to get your groceries? Who are the people you want to meet? You know, who can be your friends in that area? So the clubs that you want to join and things like that. That is where you are in this year. You came out of the tunnel, and now your whole life is separate from you. Okay, you have awakened to a different level of consciousness, so it's time to recreate yourself. Okay, you've gone through a rebirth, a soul rebirth. Okay, so it's not like a life part 5 where you just, you know, moved into a different phase of your life. You went through an actual rebirth. This is the you experience what people call, you know, rising like the phoenix from the ashes. Okay, so you might still be carrying a lot of heavy energy and a lot of pain, so continue doing the healing, and you know, the focus for you this year is you. Okay, so don't try and attach yourself to people and things like that. It's about now just working on discovering who you really are, you know, because for so many years now you have been what society wanted you to be. You know, we have all been conditioned in that way. So right now you are in a place where it's like a blank slate, so you decide what you want to be here, who you want to be. Okay, there's a lot of new talents. You know, you've developed new talents, and so put your energy into that and see how this can help you manifest what you want. Okay, focus on you, focus on healing family wounds, family traumas. If you had, you know, you were separated from your family last year as you went through this difficult time, this is where you can, you know, find ways to come back, to forgive, to for people to come back into your life again. Okay, I do see your soul family coming back. I see you reuniting with your soul tribe. You just need to have more confidence, because I feel like you were in a dark place for like such a long time that now you've kind of lost your confidence. Okay, so life part 8, it's good for you to work with crystals. Okay, work with crystals to help you clear your energy, shift your energy, gain more confidence as you tap out of this, you know, whatever that you experienced last year. Okay, you are surrounded by good luck, you just don't see it because you have been in such a difficult place for so long. You're getting all the answers to your questions. It is all going to come in. You know, everything that you've ever wanted is going to come to you. Okay, next year is going to be a beautiful year for you. Next year is like going to be one of the best years of your life. Okay, anything that you want, everything that you want, you will get. Okay, next year is the finale. It's like, yeah, the climax. You know, it's the year that you will remember and think, wow, I had a full year that was just beautiful. okay? And plus next year, you know, you are going to be in a year of 6, right? 6 is a lot of divine blessings, gifts and talents, gifts and blessings. So you're going to really receive a lot of that next year, okay? So have confidence, you know, work on your confidence, put yourself out there, okay? Let yourself be seen, okay? Work, you know, embrace your talents, okay? You will manifest the life of your dreams, all right? This is just the beginning, okay? So build who you are, recreate who you are, okay? Let's just look at the important months for you and what you need to know. So for you, we have December. December is going to be an important month. So whatever that you're working on this year, you will see the manifestation of it in December, okay? So December onwards is just going to be beautiful. It's like you will be stable. So now that you are out, you are slowly raising your vibration, because you know the energy of 7 life path 7 is very low, okay? So now you are up here and you're raising your vibration, and as you're raising, you know, every time the vibration changes, there's that wave, right? So it's not calm. So eventually by December, you will finally be in that steady ground. Everything will be calm, okay? And you'll be able to attract and, you know, be in the most powerful place in your life, okay? Some of you will be there's going to be a contract involved, okay, for you this year. So it's like you're going to dedicate your life to something, like a marriage to something, okay? Some of you may really be getting married, you know, starting a new family this year. Some of you would be getting married to your work, getting married to your purpose. But mostly, you know, I do see this marriage as being a marriage to the divine, okay? It's like, it sounds cliche, it's like your marriage to God. Okay, it's that's the kind of like the message that I'm getting. So it's kind of like the marriage to you're gonna focus all your energy and, you know, into doing this work, okay, into your soul purpose, into creating this thing that you came here to create, okay? This is where it happens for you, all right? Okay, life part 8. So now let's move on to life part 9. So life part 9, you know, this is a beautiful year for you, okay? So 9 is like the last chapter of the book, okay? It's like the climax of the story. You know, the guy gets the girl, you know, he gets the power. And you know, I tell this to all my clients who are in life part 9. It's like the image that I'm always shown is like, you know, where the superhero gets their power, you know, and it's like, yeah, you know, and like Hercules gets his power and he's like, I am Hercules, you know, he's there. And that is where you are at this time, okay? You've done the work, you've been through the dark night, and now you are here, okay? You're here, you're wrapping things up, okay? So do whatever that you need to do this year. There's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of movement. You may move homes, you may move jobs, work. There's definitely going to be a lot of opportunities, you know, because you are in a number 5 year. So being 9 in a number 5 year, lots of opportunities will come to you, okay? So grab it all. You can. Okay, you are in a very big energy, you know. 9 is a big energy. You can take it all, okay? And then you can eventually, you know, sit with everything that comes in, and then next year when you go into life part 1, you can decide which ones you want to really plant, okay? So this year, make use of all the energies that is coming in, all the blessings that are coming in. You are in a good place, you are in a beautiful place, okay? Embrace yourself, okay? Embrace your true self, your power. You know, I'm hearing, let your voice out, okay? So your, you know, your throat chakra open. Speak your truth, okay? Speak your truth. Be in your truth. Stand in your truth. That is all the energy that's happening here for you. If you don't, you will be, you know, given opportunities, or you'll be shown, you'll be taught. So whatever that you experience this year, the lessons and things like that, it's not going to be very painful. It should not be painful unless you did not do the work 2 years ago, okay? If things were meant to end and you didn't end it, then these things will end now, okay? May, June, July, there's going to be things that, whatever that needs to leave your life will leave, okay? So anything that has not left your life over the last 2 years, because 7 and 8 is where things are meant to basically, you know, leave and break and, you know, move away, detach. Any attachments that you have that is toxic, okay, will leave your life here, Okay, and if you struggle and you fight to hold on, end of the day we do have this free will. Okay, so at life part 9 you have the free will, so they keep showing you that, say I'll give you an example, someone's meant to leave your life, okay, and you're fighting to hold on. Okay, things get so bad, right? This person starts becoming abusive and you still hold on, okay, because you are afraid of change. Then eventually the universe says, okay, you know what, screw you. Have that toxicity in your life and you're going to experience the same thing that you experienced over the last 9 years. Okay, you're not going to step into your part of your greatest destiny, your purpose, your true power, your true potential. You're going to have to go through all over again until you come back to 5, 6, 7, and then 7 is where you are going to experience the dark night, and it's going to be heavy. You know, every time you don't do the work at 7 and it comes back to 7, it's heavy energy. Okay, so if you've done the work, the next time you come back to 7 and you're aware, all right, okay, I'm going to the dark night, I'm just going to keep my vibration up, let's open my eyes, pay attention, what's the universe telling me? Okay, then it's not heavy. Then you just keep going in. All right, this happened, let's go inside, let's make the connection, what's going on? Okay, but when you're not aware and you have not done the work, then every life part 7 that has come and gone, it's gonna double. Okay, so at 7, and then it's going to double to 7, and it's going to double to 7, and 7 and 7, until you come to whatever age that you are at now. Okay, all the 7s that you didn't do the work is going to magnify and come into that. Okay, so whatever that needs to happen for you this year, you have a choice. Okay, when you're in 7, you kind of sometimes don't really have much choice, but you're here, you have a choice. Okay, so what needs to end, anything that's toxic, right, let it go. Okay, let things go so you can finally move on. It's like the completion, okay, completion of a cycle. All right, so let's see what you need to know. What is the focus of the energy? A lot of heart chakra energy, so work on heart chakra, work on healing. Yep, there's a lot of energy here of forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for everything that you put yourself through, and when you didn't know better, forgiving those who have hurt you, even that includes people connected to your family, soul families that came in and hurt you as well, because that's something that needed to happen in the past to guide you to where you need to be. Okay, I am definitely seeing spirit guides coming in, your soul families. It's a lot to do with forgiveness here, and that's why I'm feeling it in the heart. Okay, because you used, okay, so I'm seeing that, a lot of you use your pain, your grief to build who you are right here, right? You use that to build, and that's beautiful. But now that you are here, you want to finally let go of that pain. Okay, you can finally look at it and say, that pain transformed me and created who I am right now, and that alone is a blessing. It's that there's this quote that I read, someone once gave me a box full of darkness, and that itself was a gift. It's something like that. Okay, you can go and Google that quote. So yes, that is the gift, right? When you're going through it, when you're going through 7, 8, it hurts. Okay, but then you use that pain, you transform it, and now that you are here in this beautiful place, you can finally let go of that pain. Okay, of that anger. You don't need that anymore. So release everyone who came in and hurt you. Okay, because without that pain, you wouldn't be who you are right now. You wouldn't know this power that you hold. You wouldn't open up to this new world, to these new gifts that you have. You wouldn't open up to this new understanding, to this new consciousness that you have within you right now. Okay, you've come up, you've had to really use all your willpower to get to where you are right now, and you have done such an amazing job to be in this space. So release, okay, forgive, let go, so that you don't pull that baggage into your life next year. Okay, next year you're going into life part 1. Okay, so if you pull baggage into 1, that's going to grow. Anything that you pull into 1 is going to grow. Okay, so release everything so that when you go into next year, it's a clean slate. Okay, it's an open thing. You paint whatever that you want. Okay, so don't pull in things, because when you pull in, you're repeating the cycle, you're repeating karma and karmic energy. Okay, let's look at the important months. January next year, May, it's like May seems to be coming up for every single number. Okay, I am shuffling the cards properly, okay, in case you're wondering. So we have January, May, and September. So you may have experienced some difficulties in January this year, and then you're going to have big changes coming in for you in May. But because you are in 9, it'll be good, you know, positive changes. Whatever that happens is going to be very positive. Work on your healing, and then September is where you will have a lot of great things coming in for you. Okay, there's going to be prosperity, there's going to be amazing things. You'll be surrounded by love. You're going to be surrounded by the energy to create, you know, creating from your heart. So these are all the things that will come in. And January next year, you will be in a beautiful place. Okay, you will have all the answers to all the questions that you have in your heart. You will be able to even answer questions for other people. You will be connected in ways that you can't even imagine. You're going to have gifts that you can't even imagine. You know, you will start to have the passion for life again. Okay, so right now things might be still a little bit slow, you know, because you are slowly, you know, building your energy, creating this thing. Once you let go of this anger, you forgive, you will rise. Okay, so the only thing that is holding you back now is still that little bit of that anger, because you have used that anger or that pain or that grief to fuel your light. Okay, but now your light is strong enough. You don't need this to fuel your light anymore. So cut the cords. Okay, cut the cords to all the pain, the anger that you're holding on, or whatever, you know, you're holding on to. Cut it. Okay, so you can finally move on. All right. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.